If you ask me to pick my favorite feature, eyes, lips, cheeks, or skin, it's always going to be skin. There's always a new way to recreate the skin while keeping the other features in the back seat. If the skin is to stand out, you've got to make a conscious selection. You can't pick a foundation just because it's a good color match. There's other variables you have to make a conscious decision about, and that is formula and texture. A lot of times we forget about these two and only remember the coverage. But if you start selecting your foundation based on formula and texture, in addition to coverage, you can start to use the skin as a focus feature. So you can customize the way it looks, very similar to how you would think about a lip and how you want it to look. You want a lip to be matte, you want the lip to be satin. The skin could actually have similar qualities. Out of these three variables, only one of them is taken into account or considered most of the time. Can you guess which one? That's right, it's definitely coverage. We always think about coverage. We don't take into consideration formula and texture. The foundation and concealer matrix helps you map out and identifies the available variety you currently have. In other words, it categorizes the selection of foundations and concealers you have in your kit or in your home. We will start mapping the foundation. What you need for this exercise is a single swatch of each foundation you have. Remember, we are not looking at color here, so it doesn't matter what color your swatch is, because we're only looking at formula, coverage, and finish. The FCF on the y-axis is coverage, from sheer to medium to full. On the x-axis is finish, from matte to natural to dewy or satin. In between, you have demi-matte and demi-satin. From my kit, I will test and map out 4 foundations and 4 concealers. In this time-lapse video, you will see the hygiene practices and protocols to clean equipment, and also how to wipe down emollient and powder-based products for use, and how to extract product from the primary container, putting it into a secondary container. So this bit does not really relate to the matrix directly, however, it's good for you to see how the procedure is carried out in real life. Alright guys, so now we're going to start mapping the foundations. We're going to start with assessing the first formula, which is the ordinary foundation, and as you can see, the formula is liquid, and in terms of cover, I will place it under medium, though it's slightly less than medium, it's sheer to medium, but I'm just going to put it under medium, and the finish is quite natural, so it mimics the skin. Next, we go into swatching the Studio Fix fluid, and as you can see, it gives us a lot more coverage, and it comes a little bit matte-ish. So there's no shine, as you can see, coming off of that swatch. You can actually see the coverage quite opaque, so this could go into full coverage and under matte. After that, I'm looking at my Studio Stick formula, and I could see that this gives us a natural finish as well, but it has more coverage than the swatched first. So this will fall right above the ordinary into full coverage and a natural finish. Next, we are going to start with concealer. So this is the Moisture Cover concealer, and you could see that it gives us a satin finish, but it's also medium in cover. It's not so shiny, so we could call that like a demi-satin. It's kind of in between natural and in between satin with medium cover. Then comes our Studio Fix powder, and this is definitely matte. Powders are always matte unless they have frost in them, and gives us a medium buildable cover. So this will go into our medium slot under matte. You want to carry on with the rest of the formulas that you have. Why is this important? Because you can now look at the skin as a feature and consciously decide if you want it matte, dewy, or just natural. The same way you would decide how you want a lip to eventually look. Having a variety of formulas, coverages, and finishes will accommodate different skin types. Drier skin benefits very well from cream and liquid foundations, considering they don't contain any silica or mica, which are oil-absorbing agents. On the other hand, oilier skin types appreciate drier formulas like powders. If you are looking at this for yourself, you can also accommodate your skin and the changes it goes through. Some days your skin will feel drier, other days perhaps oilier. Seasonal changes impact that as well. You can also make your skin your focus feature, changing its texture according to the look you're trying to go for.